Hey, so this is Grant with GC Vintage Shop coming at you with another haul video. As you can see, filled the table up once again. Another weekend of picking. So we'll do a quick run through of what we picked up and what we look for and everything else. As you can see, it's a lot of kitchen stuff and then a lot of pop culture stuff. So we'll go through this real quick. So right here is a Fire King gold leaf dish. This is probably used for, or was used at one point, for like nuts and appetizers and stuff like that. There's the Fire King label on the back. It is pretty nice. It looks like it was barely used. If you can see the gold, you always want to make sure that you're looking for the gold that's not worn down or anything like that. Next we have over here is a Pyrex casserole dish. This is an older model. You can tell because of this handle. It's not the one. See, like this one also runs along the side here. The newer ones pop out. So it's like a real handle. Not like this, which is just more of like a lip. So you can see white. And there's the logo right there, the size and everything else. It's a 232. It's a nice size, big size. A lot of people use those still. We have another primary bowl here. It's a clear bottom, yellow. We've had a few of these in the past in different colors. This is the first yellow one I think we've had. It has a little bit of damage. If you hold it to the light, you can see through the paint a little, but that's normal with wear and tear, something like that. Here's Pyrex loaf pan. This one's actually pretty cool because if you can tell, the camera can pick it up, it's actually speckled. I don't know if that's a defect in the paint or that was actually the pattern that they were going for. Again, here's the logo on the bottom. Here's what you want to look for when you're going out there. It says 213. Next, we have a set of 8 Corning Pyrex butterfly print gold coffee mugs here. These are real nice. These are filler pieces for us. We pick them up all the time. We do like a listing and make sure that we have them in stock and everything else like that. That way people can buy whatever amount they need. They need 1, they need 8, they need 4, anywhere in between. We'll list them as singular and then you can select your quantity. Right back here we have 2 more nice pieces of 1950s Fire King. If you see that pattern right there, it's that Astro Atomic pattern. It's real nice. It's a nice blue and gold. And then right here is another set of Cinderella nesting bowls. These are the smaller ones, and they're the Ivy print Pyrex. We have a brown one and a white one. Here are some interesting things. We were at a sale and it had like over like 150 bells or something. So we only picked up the Disney ones. So we have a Disney Christmas bell, Minnie Mouse, and Mickey Mouse. The years and stuff I can't really tell, but it does have a label on the back if you can pick it up. Come on, work with me. But it basically says it's a leaded crystal bell. The glass is leaded crystal on both of these. And then he is Disney Japan. So there's that. Chrissy's picked up this little Smurf, Christmas Smurf. He's got his tag on him still. He's from the 80s when the Smurfs was originally released. We got these in a free box, which is pretty neat. These, we were with someone and they were telling us that these probably are from the 50s or 60s, but they're ballerina candle holders. If you can see that. Did you have one of them has some markings on it, so I need to look it up. And then it came with free birthday candles, of course. Next are the Batman McDonald's mugs, the ones that look like crystal and that are etched and everything else like that. So we have the Batman mug, and then I think this one is the Riddler. Yep, Riddler. Next we have a piece of Orlando history here. It's the Church Street Station, Rosie O'Grady's, Orlando, Florida. It's a coffee mug. It's got the picture of the Church Street Station. And then inside the mug, it has the hotel manager's business card, Scott Zimmerman, our sales representative. And then one of the garter belts from one of the dancers. So that's pretty interesting. Next we have this awesome Schlitz Stein. It does have a little crazing on the bottom. See where it's been set down hard a few times in its life. And the top is a little loose. Show you. See, it's a little wonky. It's a little wonky. But I think I can tighten it with these screws. There's no production year or anything like that, so I'll have to look it up. Next is this vintage log cabin syrup holder. It's pretty cool. It's got the eagles on the side. And the reason I know it's log cabin, boom, right there. Always pay attention to the little details. That's the way to do it. Always pay attention to the details. I'm a 90s kid, so I played a lot of Pogs. Played a lot with Pogs, but I never got one of these cool sets when I was growing up. I'm also a Cowboys fan, so this is actually pretty cool because it's the Cowboys, Troy Aikman, versus Nick Young of the San Francisco 49ers. You also have this 25 years of Walt Disney World Vanity Plate. It's still in its original wrapper. Being in Disney, we get a lot of Disney stuff, if you haven't noticed. And Disney stuff does sell, so we never hesitate to pick it up. Another cool thing is this Jaws cup. It's from the ride at Universal Studios Florida. That is the original logo, so that means that this cup has got to be pretty old. There it is. It was never used or anything, and if it was washed out real well and then put away as a collector's item. We have another cool thing, Disney related. It's Mickey's 60th birthday. It's a mirror in a frame. It has the dates there, kind of in gold and everything else. Then you have the original Mickey, and then Mickey from 1988 with Cinderella's castle in the background. Then we also have this cool, picked up this Disney decorative border. It's basically wallpaper for like a kid's room or bathroom, wherever you want. It's got a bunch of different, it's got Mickey and a bunch of different poses and whatnot. Then we have Marvin the Martian golf club cover. New with tags, and I think the date on him was 94. Yeah, 94. So that's really cool. He's good condition, super clean, everything else like that. Found him with the stuffed animals at a Goodwill. So you never know what you're going to find and where you're going to find it. Next is this retro Santa's answering machine Hallmark keepsake ornament. I don't know about this one. I just think it's pretty cool because it shows you how far we've moved on in technology. Because back then, that was a big thing, was the answering machine. And now we only have voicemail on our cell phones. Christy picked up this Barbie keychain at one of the estate sales that we were at. It's actually pretty cool. It has the original KBB Toys logo on it. And it is from the 90s. So it's pretty nice. We picked this up at a yard sale. It's a Big Star jigsaw puzzle. This puzzle is actually from, if I looked it up, if I remember right, it's made in the USA. It's actually from the 40s or something. The picture's in black and white. It's not even in color. So that's pretty interesting. Picked up this Georgia Coca-Cola tray. It's 1980s National Championships. It's the official Bulldog tray. We are in Florida, but we do get a lot of Georgia stuff. And Georgia stuff, believe it or not, still does sell. And we're relatively close, so it's always fun to come across. You got this cool, you know me, I like my carafes. Got this cool Corningware carafe with the blue flowers. See, what you want to do when you're getting these is you want to make sure that they're clean first, and then make sure they're complete. See this one? It's got a little stains in there, but I can clean it out. But the most important thing, look at that, complete. Lid, everything. You can make coffee right now for me on the stove, no worries. And that's what you want. You want it complete. You don't want to buy it incomplete. If you do, it's not worth as much. Another cool thing is this Nancy Pearl librarian action figure. She it's right there. Pick that up. I don't know why. I think it has a good resale value. I don't think it's a limited toy. It's a limited thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. A cool thing that always sells is anything Porsche related. And these Porsche Carrera GTs, these are 93. I think it's a 93 GT. Coasters will definitely sell. They're cork, not the best, but they will sell, and I know they'll sell. Anything Porsche related that we've ever had always sells, and it always sells pretty quickly for some reason. And then the last thing, but not least, is this awesome promotional popcorn box from The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's zero, as you can tell. Look, it's clean on the inside. and everything else. When I first picked it up, I thought it was like a flashlight or something for like Halloween, like some kids. And then as I got closer and looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks familiar. And then I looked at the back, and then I did some research on Disney Fanatics site. And they popped up right away. That's what it was. There hasn't been one listed in like 4 or 5 years. So hopefully get that listed as quickly as possible and get it sold and out the door. All right, well, that's about it for this haul. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.